Hi, this is Jeff Simmons with Core Expand, and in the next 5 minutes I'd like to show you a proven way that you can generate multi-million-dollar sales increases through your resellers, distributors, and dealers, and give them a true competitive edge using punch-out connections, which is a real key for doing business with large corporate and government accounts. So just to give you an idea of the kind of sales opportunities I'm talking about, last month we helped a reseller use this strategy to win an account worth $42 million, and basically it allowed them to go head-to-head with Staples and Office Depot and get their fair share of the business. And of course it was a huge 8-figure win over the competition for the wholesale distributor who's going to handle the fulfillment piece. So with that in mind, let's begin by looking at the traditional wholesale channel where you sell to the reseller who in turn supplies to end-user customers. Specifically, what we're talking about today is a strategy for doing business with the large million-dollar corporate and government accounts, because the key here is that more and more of these large accounts have e-procurement or enterprise purchasing systems. For example, there are thousands of large end-user customers out there who run various applications from SAP, Oracle, Ariba, PeopleSoft, SciQuest. In total, there are about 25 of these so-called e-procurement systems out there. So the bottom line for the reseller is this: if they want to do business with these large customers, again, the million-dollar type of accounts, then they must be able to establish an online electronic connection with these systems, also known as a punch-out connection. And that happens to be one of our specialties here at Core Expand, because punch-out's something we've been doing for about 10 years now for resellers who supply to large companies like ExxonMobil, Motorola, Federal Express, and many others like you see here, plus large government and educational accounts like the state of Florida, Virginia, and North Carolina. Now, in a nutshell, what punch-out is, it's simply a direct internet connection between the buyer's e-procurement application and a supplier's web-based catalog and e-commerce site. Now, one of the reasons why punch-out connections are so valuable is that it makes it super easy and convenient for the end-user customer, because they can complete the whole transaction inside their e-procurement system. So essentially, that makes it a must-have for selling office and business products to large accounts. This year alone, punch-out connections will account for hundreds of millions of dollars in sales of office products and computer and IT supplies. In fact, it's safe to say that punch-out connections will generate more sales of these products than any other form of e-commerce, hands down. And that's why having punch-out capabilities is so valuable for suppliers. But here's the problem: the vast majority of your resellers out there can't offer and can't support punch-out connections. Now, mainly that's because they don't have the technical expertise and resources in-house. Punch-out goes way beyond the capabilities of their ERP system, and hiring a third-party firm can be expensive. For example, a single punch-out connection for just one customer can cost $5,000 and up, and most dealers and distributors don't want to spend that kind of money. So as a result, there's a huge disconnect now between you as the wholesaler, your resellers, and these large multi-million-dollar corporate, government, and educational accounts. And that's costing you money. So that's why we decided to create a solution that's low cost for the reseller, fast and easy to implement, which leverages your catalog and your content, and it's called the Punch-Out Wizard. Essentially, with the Wizard, your resellers can simply go to a special web page like this, where they can come in, activate their account step by step in just about 5 minutes, and come out the other end with a punch-out site that looks something like this. And the best part is, it has your catalog inside right here. For example, here's a punch-out site a reseller created with the Wizard, which connects them on the one hand with the Ariba system that's used by over 13,000 buyers in the state of Virginia on a daily basis, and a large wholesale distributor on the other. So you can see why each of these punch-out connections can be worth millions of dollars in business for you and your reseller partners. And that's why it's no surprise that you'll find the top suppliers in each category like these all offer punch-out. And the good news is, with the Wizard, even your smallest resellers can now compete with the heavy hitters. So if you want to find out more about how you can take advantage of the Punch-Out Wizard to support your dealers at the very highest levels of e-commerce, and create multi-million-dollar punch-out connections between large customers and your catalog, with little to no effort on your part. All you have to do is fill out the response form on this web page now while it's still fresh on your mind. Or you can get in touch with me directly. Here's my contact information and a picture. That's me in the middle. Thanks for your time, and thanks for listening.